Jessica Harlenborough, and I belong to a family of great detectives. My father was James Harlenborough, whose father was Hardy Harlenborough Jackson Jr., whose mother was Janet Harlenborough, who was the first one in our family to hold the badge and wear the uniform. The legend goes that she once defeated a whole family of bandits on her own with nothing but an empty revolver. And since then, she has inspired my father, my father's father, and me to grow and become the seekers of justice. And soon, the day arrived when I got to use my true skills. One day, on my way back from the bathroom, I saw James Heartthrob in the hallway, the guy my friend Lily Larkins had a huge crush on. He walked secretly to his locker with a suspicious brown package in his hands, which he placed inside after making sure no one was around him. After that, he walked away. But as a responsible citizen and the head of the Student Welfare Association, I followed him to a corner as he made a phone call, and I heard every word.
I secured the package. Good job. We will execute our plan tomorrow at noon. If everything goes well, we'll not only succeed in our goals, but we'll also leave enough money to be comfortable for the rest of our lives.
As soon as he ended the call, he looked sideways again. I made sure I was hidden from view. Then I noticed him take out a pair of glasses with a golden frame from his pocket. He clicked on them, and a holographic display of a building appeared in front of him. It looked super familiar, but I couldn't quite place where I'd seen that building before. What was he planning to do there? After staring intently at it for some seconds, James put the glasses back into his pocket and walked away quickly. As I was still processing everything, Lily suddenly popped up from behind me. Hey, Jessica, what are you doing? Come on, we need to go. The football match is about to start, and James Heartthrob is leading the team. I can't tell you how excited I am to see him play. Yeah, I'm doing nothing. Let's go to the game. While I walked to the field with her, I kept thinking about that package. After a recent security scare, all students' bags were checked at the gate, and it would be difficult to bring in a package wrapped up like that. And who was James talking to? I was sure in my bones that something big and evil was about to go down, and I had to stop it. Halfway through the game, while Lily was busy cheering for James Heartthrob, I snuck out of there and made my way to James's locker. Having noticed the password earlier, I unlocked it, and the package was there. But to my disappointment, it was empty. But the brown paper wrapping outside had information about where it had come from. Taking out the pen from my pocket, I noticed the address and the name of the sender. Just then, I heard some footsteps approaching, and I ran across the corridor and hid behind one of the classroom doors. It was James Heartthrob again. He took his phone out of his backpack and went back to the same corner as before.
Hey, listen, we'll have to postpone our undertaking from tomorrow to the day after. I have a date with Lily Larkins. She is so into me. I can't miss this. Our plan is ironclad and will still work no matter which day we carry it out. I'm sorry for this, but she's really hot.
Now I had another problem to deal with. My best friend from childhood was about to fall prey to a possible criminal. I couldn't let that happen, and apparently now his evil plan had been postponed by a day. But to stop him and save my friend, I needed to find out more information, and I could use some help. Later that night, I asked Lily to come over to my place with a phone book so I could try looking for the address and name I'd noted earlier. Of course, I told her we were just making prank calls. She wouldn't believe me if I told her all my suspicions just yet. We sat at my study table with the telephone near me. Lily kept telling me the cell phone numbers, and I kept pranking them in a manly voice. Hello? Yes. Is this Jack Trades? I'm Heartthrob. James Heartthrob. Oh my God, why are you using his name? That's so funny. Most of the calls just led to dead ends, but when I made the final call...
Hey, James, what happened to your voice, man? You getting sick or something?
No, just some allergies. I'm still your man, a man with a plan. You know, that evil plan we were gonna pull off the day after tomorrow?
Yeah, but what's so evil about it? Are you sure you're fine? Or have you lost your mind already because of that girl you were going on about? How hot is she?
You stay away from her. No, just nothing. See you day after tomorrow, man. Peace out. I hung up the phone to find Lily staring at my face. What the heck are you going on about? Nothing that makes sense. That's why it's a prank, silly. I bet this guy's as confused as you are, and we'll be thinking about it all night. Okay. Anyway, I don't care, because the only thing I can think about is my date with James Heartthrob tomorrow. How will I wait until then? Oh my God, it's killing me. Yeah, you've only mentioned it about 10 times already. But are you sure about this? I mean, you barely know the guy. That's the point of the date? We get to know each other? Yeah, but is it worth the effort? James Heartthrob is very good looking, but guys like that are usually quite dumb. Do you think he'll be emotionally and mentally mature? It's too big a step. What are you going on about? How is a date a really big step? You know I've been in love with him since the first day he walked into our school with his backpack and cool jacket. What love? Don't you think you're going a bit fast there, young lady? You can't talk to me like this. You're not my mother. Don't you dare talk back to me. I don't have to sit here and listen to you. I'm going home. Fine, go away. And then she picked up her phone book and stormed out of there, slamming the door shut. Ugh, teenagers. I probably wasn't gonna learn much about his evil plan by crashing their date, but I just didn't feel comfortable leaving him alone with Lily. So the next evening, I went to the restaurant where they were supposed to meet and entered through the back exit into the kitchen. I found a storage room with extra uniforms and quickly changed into a waitress's outfit. Then, I discreetly walked out into the restaurant area, scanning the room like a hawk till I spotted my targets. I was skilled at disguises. I was sure they wouldn't recognize me. I was walking over to them when suddenly some customers at a table stopped me.
Hey miss, we've been waiting for someone to take our order for a while.
Sure. I'll just send someone right away.
Why can't you take it? You're not doing anything.
I gritted my teeth, forced a smile, and whipped out my pad and pencil.
Can you tell us today's specials?
Look, I have short-term memory loss. I can't remember any of this stuff. Just, select something from the menu.
How are you even a waitress? Fine. How about this side salad? Is it good?
It's amazing. Great choice.
What's it served on the side of?
I guess on the side of your plate. Are we done here?
My family hasn't even ordered yet. Get us another waitress. You're useless.
I told you that 5 minutes ago. I walked off and went back to my mission, annoyed that I'd lost precious time. As I got close to Lily and that heartthrob, I pretended to be working when I felt someone tug at my skirt. It was the annoying customer's kid.
You didn't take my order?
Not now, kid. Go away.
I'm hungry, you witch. I want a piece of chocolate cake.
Just buzz off, will ya? I pulled my skirt away from him, and he suddenly dropped onto the floor and started bawling loudly.
She pushed me. She pushed me so hard.
Oh my God, you little liar. Jessica? The entire restaurant was suddenly staring at me, and I got thrown out within seconds by the management. Lily and James followed me outside. What the heck just happened back there? Why are you dressed as a waitress? Because I work here, or I did before I got fired. Since when do you work here, and why? Since today. It was my first day, and my last day. And why? 'Cause I have bills to pay.
I'm sorry to hear that. Here, take this tip. Hope it helps a bit.
And then he handed me $100, just like that. I hadn't even waited on him. I guess he had plenty of money from all his evil ventures. And now that I was face to face with him, maybe I could make him give away something about his plans. Wow, that's very generous. Thank you. You must be rich. And I guess you'll be very rich soon if your trades go well, eh? You know what I mean, huh?
I really don't.
Oh, come on. Are you really saying you're a jack of all trades and a master of none? What does that even mean?
Wait a sec. Are you talking about Jack Trades? Do you know him? Are you a friend or a girlfriend?
No, I don't know any Jack Trades. I just remembered. I have a movie to catch in 15 minutes. I'll see you tomorrow, Lily. And with that, I ran off. Wow, this guy was cunning. Instead of giving anything away, he'd started questioning me instead. As I was walking down the street, I passed by a building and then suddenly stopped in my tracks. I slowly walked back to face the building from the front And then it hit me. Texas State Bank. That was the building that had been in the hologram. And then it all clicked into place. James Heartthrob was planning to rob Texas State Bank with Jack Trades as an accomplice. Of course that would make them super rich. But I was gonna get him. Oh, I was gonna get him good. The next day, I was at the bank 5 minutes before noon, but I walked in to find James and Jack already there at the bank manager's desk. They seemed to be having some intense conversation. What if those two were holding the manager hostage at gunpoint? Or he could even be an accomplice. Just then, James Heartthrob got up from his seat and reached into his pocket. And I couldn't wait anymore. I rushed towards them and threw myself at James, tackling him to the ground.
Ow! What do you think you're...
Shut up, James! Just then, I spotted another accomplice carrying a gun, and I tackled him too. His gun went skidding across the floor as I sat on him and tied his hands behind his back while the receptionist called the police. I thought James and Jack would try to make a run for it, but they were just standing there looking shocked. So, James Heartthrob and Jack Trades, I believe you can now tell us all your evil plan.
What evil plan?
Your plan to rob the bank? What else? You got the package from this Jack Trades, giving you the holographic projection of this bank, giving you all the escape points. You two were banking on getting very rich, weren't you? Banking. I made a clever pun. Anyway, were you holding the manager hostage, or is he in on it too?
What? Jessica, you've got it all wrong. That device is our creation, and we were going to ask this bank official to give us a loan to fund it. The device was for demonstration.
What? That's it?
Yep.
That's when I realized that the guy under my foot was, in fact, a real robber. And James Heartthrob was not guilty. But to save me from further embarrassment, the cops came in and took that guy into custody and gave me a badge of honor. And the next day, my photo was in the newspaper as well, with the headline, "Schoolgirl Solves Her First Case." So, it all worked out for the best. Next day, I went to school and saw James Heartthrob closing his locker. I walked up to him. "Hey, James, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to..."
Accuse me of a crime?
I don't know what I was thinking. He was looking at me with an amused face.
You seem to have a wild imagination, and you're super nosy. But tackling a guy with a gun was pretty brave, actually. You're interesting, Jessica Harlenborough, and you're forgiven.
Well, thank you. That ended the conversation. Did you see any sparks here between us? James swears he felt some at that point, but I really didn't. Also, it turned out that James and Lily didn't enjoy their first date and decided not to go ahead with the relationship. We all graduated high school, and some years later, I became a detective. No surprises there. Also, I reconnected with James Heartthrob. We dated for a while, and then we got married. As for Lily, she was our maid of honor. And yeah, some things went wrong at the wedding, and I accused her of sabotaging my big day out of jealousy. But it turns out she had nothing to do with it. Yeah, that was awkward, but our friendship is still strong. Ironclad, unbreakable, uncrackable, unscratchable, if you will.